How's it going, Webheads? My name is Ryan Walsh, and this is just kind of a fun little video that I wanted to do for you guys. There's actually a really cool thing that happened at Disneyland parks. I'm not going to have my intro or anything like that. I'm just going to be going over all of these, basically all of these pictures of the Disneyland theme park and the new ride, the Collector's Vault, or I think that's what the ride is called. But anyways, it is basically just a bunch of pictures of the new ride, and they have a bunch of little Marvel artifacts that are inside, and a lot of people are saying that this is kind of teasing to new projects maybe, or it's just like Marvel poking fun at all the fanboys who get their hands on this, basically me. And I'm just kind of looking through everything and kind of speculating what might happen. So let's get into these pictures. Now the first picture I want to show you guys basically is just this Cocoon. And a lot of people, this is the same Cocoon that was kind of shown in Guardians of the Galaxy when when you actually saw the Collector's Vault in that movie. And this basically, a lot of people thought it was going to be Adam Warlock's Cocoon. And spoilers for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, so if you haven't seen it, don't watch this little part. Skip 10 seconds in this video. Basically, since Adam Warlock's Cocoon was already revealed as a post-credit scene, you're not gonna, you're not like, this obviously is just a regular Cocoon. Like, it's not like anything special. And basically, I read on the little imprint, it just said Cocoon, and like, they said the collector didn't want to bother whatever was inside, and he doesn't even know what's inside. So that's pretty cool to see. The next picture I want to show you guys is just kind of cool. It's just an Ultron Bot, which I thought was really cool that the collector got his hands on this. So that means like there's probably like some aliens, or like he has some, some like aliens or like people on Earth to like collect all this different stuff, because he has a Chitauri he had in the movie, his Cosmo the space dog, and he also has an Ultron Bot, which is that's super cool. I love how they put these little details. And if you guys like, I grew up going to like Disney theme parks. I was fortunate enough for my parents to always like take me and my sister to Disney and all that, and that was always super cool that we got to do that kind of stuff. But I love how the rides, if you guys have never been there, they have really like the lines going through the lines at Disney, just through their like little theme park. Like, those are fun by themselves, because if you like any of the Star Wars stuff, they have like a Star Wars ride there. They're gonna have like a Star Wars theme park, and basically you go through the line, and it's just kind of teasing a bunch of different stuff for the movie. It's just super cool to see, and they do it a lot of detail. And I know Disney, like, I'm just happy that we're getting a bunch of Marvel rides coming to the theme parks, and I hope they come out with like a Marvel theme park for their like their whole like Disney World theme parks and all that. That would be really cool for me, and that would definitely get me in the parks. I want to see that kind of stuff. Now, this next thing that I'm going to show you, a lot of people are speculating that this has something to do with Namor the Submariner. If you guys don't know that, that's basically Marvel's version of Aquaman. I don't remember, I think Aquaman came out like a year before Namor the Submariner, but Namor the Submariner is one of Marvel's earliest characters. And that's someone I really want to see in the comic books. He's heavily tied with the Fantastic Four. I don't think that the Fox has the rights to him, if I'm aware of. I don't think Fox has the rights to him. So maybe this is something that we're going to get in the future, which I really want to see in Namor the Submariner, as much as I want to see an Aquaman movie, because I'm a huge fan of Aquaman. I really like Namor as well, not as much as Aquaman, of course, but I just want to see that underwater world, and I want to see what Bolt Studios have to show us. We're going to get our first glimpse of like an Atlantis in the new Justice League movie, and then we have an Aquaman movie coming up. So why can't Marvel show their Atlantis as well? I want to see Marvel's version of Atlantis, and I want them to go through with a Namor movie. Let me know down in the comments, guys, do you guys know what this tablet is and that book is? Because personally, I do not know what those are. All I know is people have been speculating that this has something to do with Namor the Submariner, and you can see kind of like on the sides and stuff like that, it looks like it's something that would be underwater. So that definitely does scream like Namor the Submariner to me, in my opinion. So this next thing is super cool. I love seeing this. And this is basically, if you guys are familiar with the character Beta Ray Bill from the Thor comic books, he is a Corbinite, and he can lift Thor's hammer, and he gets his own hammer, and this is the hammer that he gets, which is super cool. It says Asgardian Warhammer on the little tag below it, but that looks a lot like Beta Ray Bill's hammer, which is super cool. And I hope he gets his big screen debut in Thor Ragnarok. That's definitely like one of those like movies that's kind of out there, and I can see them putting Beta Ray Bill in that movie. I think that'd be really, really cool. Keep going down the list of photos. Basically, this is the Crystal of Contest, and I personally did not know what this was coming right out, like just looking at it. I was like, oh, what is the Crystal of Contest? I was like, does that have something to do with Contest of Champions? If you guys played that mobile game, it's a pretty good game. I would definitely recommend like downloading that on your smartphone. But the Crystal Contest, what I have found it to be, it projects lights of beams, and it can teleport people like throughout the galaxy and stuff like that. That's what I found on it. There's not much on it, but I love how we get these little you know, Marvel artifacts that, like, you know, Marvel Studios and just the people behind all this stuff, they really, like, they're big comic book guys. And that's what makes it so cool about these movies, because there's always Easter eggs nodding, like, you know, they're nodding to something really weird that maybe, like, most studios wouldn't do. Like before Marvel Studios was around, in Guardians of the Galaxy even, we didn't get those kind of weird, like, weird cosmic, like, Easter eggs and all that. Like this, just in Guardians of the Galaxy, once again, spoiler alert, in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, we got the Watchers. That would never happen if Marvel Studios wasn't around. Like Fox, they wouldn't be doing any of that with their Fantastic Four movies, and they wouldn't be doing any of that with the X-Men. And same with Sony. Sony wouldn't be doing that with Spider-Man. So it's just really cool that Marvel Studios is around to kind of give us those Easter eggs that, like, a lot of us fans really want to see. Now, this is another thing that I just kind of want to show you guys. It's actually multiple stuff, but they're basically Kree artifacts that it says on the little tag, and I love the Kree Empire. If I had to choose like one race that I would want to be in the Marvel Universe, I would pick a Kree. I love the Kree Empire. They're so cool. And I love how they have like the little things from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in here. And it's just really cool that, you know, you get to see the staff. I'm pretty sure that's the staff that like Agent Coulson like tried to hold. Or maybe he tried to like hold one of the other things. I forget from that. But he tried to hold something and he got his arm cut off because he tried to hold like one of the Kree artifacts. And of course, he was an Inhuman, I'm pretty sure. And so like half his arm had to come off or he would have died. So they had to cut off his arm, which is pretty cool that they give even like head nods to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because that is a pretty that's a pretty, like, you know, big Marvel show. And some of the Inhumans have been in that show, so it's pretty cool that they give head nods to that show as well. Now, I tried to look this up and I don't know what it is. It's called the Blazer of Goliath, but I have no idea what that is. So make sure you guys, if you guys like anybody, like, make sure you guys go down in the comments. I want to hear what this is. I have no idea what this is. If you guys know what it is, make sure you guys tell me in the comments. I really want to know what it is, but it looks pretty cool. I don't know what it is or anything like that, so I can't really speculate of like what it's teasing or anything like that, but I'm sure somebody like much smarter than me and knows much more in like Marvel lore than me will definitely be able to point this out and know what it is, because it looks kind of weird. It just looks like a statue. Maybe it's just something that's been in like one comic book and they just put it in there. I don't know. But I would love to hear your opinions on this. Now, this is something that we saw actually in Odin's treasure room in the first Thor, if you guys remember that from the movie. But in Odin's treasure room, we saw the Warlock's eye. You saw a very small glimpse of it. But this Warlock's eye is actually meant for like mind control, and it can like control people's minds and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure that's when you just look into the eye, of course. Never look into the eye, guys. Like, Jesus Christ. But it's pretty cool that they put that in there. And I mean, isn't it supposed to be in like Asgard though? Like, why are they going back and forth? I mean, it's just a ride, but to me, it's like, come on, keep it consistent. I want to see it like in Odin's treasure room. So that just means Marvel, you got to put like an Asgardian like ride in Disney World as well. So get on that, Marvel. I thought this picture was pretty cool that they put in there. This is basically showing two of the Elders of the Universe, if you guys know who those are in the Marvel comic books. But this is the Collector and the Grandmaster, who is going to be in Thor Ragnarok. And I thought it was really cool that they put this in because they are, I'm pretty sure they are brothers, but they are one of the elders of the, they're both one of the elders of the universe. There are, I think there's like 4 more of them. There's like the Champion and a couple others that I'm forgetting their names. But hopefully they all show up before Avengers Infinity War or like Avengers 4, because I can see all of them kind of being a big part of that movie. And this is the last thing I want to talk about because I thought this was just so cool that they went this far. I was like, oh my god, and that is the celestial heads. We see like just 5 celestial heads that are just super cool. I'm pretty sure one of them is the one above all. Which, not to be confused with the one above all, like God in the Marvel Universe. Yes, there is a God in the Marvel Universe, and he is called the one above all. But just go off these celestial heads. One is called the one above all. I don't know if that's one of its heads. It's really tough to tell all of their heads from all of this, but I just think it was really cool that we got all of the heads in the first place. That's just super cool. And I think one is the Searcher as well. It's really hard telling with all the Celestials, but it's just cool that we got them in the first place. And I can't wait to go. Like maybe one day I'll be going over to California and I'll be seeing all of this for the first time. It'll probably be a long time before that, but they're just really cool. I really want to see this ride, and I'm jealous of anybody that got to see it the first day it came out. If any of you guys got to go on this ride and you guys got to go through the line and all that, make sure you guys tell me down below in the comments. I want to hear your thoughts on this. This is just super cool. If you guys have been on the ride, let me know. I want to hear how it was, if you guys liked it or not, and let me know what that tablet is and what that book is. That may be for Namor, if you guys know what it is, and also that statue, whatever it was. I think it was like, oh, I already forget the name, but you guys know what I'm talking about. But make sure you guys tell me down in the comments below. Make sure you guys also subscribe to Webhead, become a Webhead today, and also make sure you guys smash that like button, like this video, share the video to anybody that'd be interested in it, and comment below. So thank you guys very much for watching. I very much appreciate it. Bye-bye.